Hey, what's up, everybody? So let me get this straight. After it's all said and done, Donald Trump wins the electoral vote and the popular vote. You know, Google ain't gonna tell you that. WikiLeaks ain't gonna update that yet. But history will tell the tale that that's exactly what happened. So all the protests are pointless. But now that the whole popular vote thing has been settled, it'll probably never be settled in some people's minds. People think that our country is going to go to hell because Donald Trump is the president. Because, now see, this is how that media and cultural conditioning works. And the ethnocentrism that I talked about in another one of my videos. You know, you think because you are the losing team, that you are the minority group, that you actually represent all of America, when in fact you do not. What represents all of America is the guy who just got voted in. Now, do I say Donald Trump represents all of America? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it took votes to get him in office. And so the majority of America says we want Donald Trump as president, as the director of this American movie. We don't want Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton to be the director of this American movie. Why? Because we all voted. And the votes were counted and tallied, and he won. So every time you want to talk about and tout your America, really what you're doing is you're spitting in the face of everyone who voted for him. You're spitting in the face of the majority of America by all your protests and all the social media blow up. You think you're fighting for social justice and the great society of America, when the truth of the matter is you're fighting against the very Americans who live in America who voted the man in. But you know what? If I'm talking to liberals, truth be told, none of y'all are going to hear me. None of y'all are going to listen to what I'm saying. You're just going to be like, oh, that Devin or whoever that guy is, he don't know what he's talking about. We're just going to ignore that guy and march, keep on marching, and eventually someone is going to hear us and we're going to get our way. Who's going to hear you? Who's going to give you this way that you think you're going to get, that you think you need to get from someone else? You see, now we're stepping into entitlement territory. Somebody has something that's going to make your life better, that in order for your life to be made better or for to be made what it is, someone else has got to give it to you. You in trouble. The thing of it is, so much of the media is in the brain of people who are against Trump because they say all these things about him that are just not true about him, but you believe that they're true because the media told you that they're true, therefore they must be true. And of course, if the media says something true about Barack Obama, a list of things, criminal actions, as a matter of fact, oh no, that's fiction, that's not true. It's like, man, how selective can you be? You can't say that you're representing the United States of America if it was the United States of America's citizens that voted him in. Okay? Now, what you're going to say is, well, what about those who can't vote and all the middle schoolers and the high schoolers that are walking out? You can't even vote yet. What are you doing walking out? They've been brainwashed. They're being manipulated and used just like liberals do with everything. They don't care about black people, but they want to use this facade of caring about black people to get the black vote. They don't care about Mexicans, but they want to use this facade of caring. Oh, you're going to be deported? Oh, you shouldn't. Vote for Hillary. And it's like they don't care. They just want your vote. Now, those same people that will talk about being a voice for those who don't have a voice yet because they can't vote because they're in middle school and high school. These are the exact same people who are okay with unborn babies being killed. Okay? And I know that that could be a messy topic, but you know me, I'm not afraid to get in the mess. Okay? So it's like, you want to talk about irony and the power of deception. It's like, listen, if America was super happy with what Hillary Clinton was going to bring, which was basically going to be a double down of everything Barack Obama was going to bring, don't you think that America would have voted her in? No, people are not stupid. You know, at the end of the day, a person can only handle so much abuse and being lied to so much. You know, and it's like, people are not stupid. We know that Barack Obama is lying. He's done a lot of rounds of golf. He's done a lot of speaking and campaigning. I think he spent like 8 years campaigning, and that was before that was after he campaigned to be the president. It's like, it's like, what you been doing for the past 10 years, bro? Just campaigning and talking to people? It's like, we don't want more of that. We don't want more lies and fudge numbers. You know, the unemployment rate's down, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, well, the same people that you're getting your information from about the unemployment rate, which is a very skewed number and it's not putting in all the facts, are the same pollsters who said that Hillary Clinton was going to win in a landslide. Okay, they're not technically the same people, but they come from the same camp, the same group of liberals that want to skew any knowledge possible to make it fit what they want you to believe is true. Like global warming, for example. So much of the scientific world says it's just not true. But liberals want you to say, oh no, ignore that knowledge. Focus on this. You know, a guy named Kent Hovind, he was standing in a big footprint made by a dinosaur. And inside that footprint of a dinosaur was the footprint of a man. And he was like, hey, look at this. This is evidence that your theory is wrong. You can't have a dinosaur footprint and then millions and millions of years later have a man's footprint right there. This indicates that they were living at the same time. And he said, this is from his own testimony. He was there dealing with this news crew. They purposely said, no, we're not going to look at that. They purposely decided not to look at it because they didn't want to have their bubble skewed. See, and that's what a lot of liberals live in. They live in this bubble. It's called a cult. It's like, come on, man, the average, middle class, even poor or rich, we're not stupid people. It's like, we know what's really going on, and it's like, you know what? Come 4 years from now, man, I'm going to vote someone else in because this can't keep going on. I mean, I think, honestly, I think one of the people that really lost this election for Hillary Clinton was Barack Obama. And I'm not trying to bash. I'm just trying to state some facts here. You know, it was America that voted in Donald Trump. The American people were not swindled. It was the American people who voted him in. So, I mean, you can do your protests and all that stuff all you want and try to save this great nation, save this great society. It's like, I think it was the great nation and the great society that voted him in. Okay? So you can be mad all you want, but man, are we going to be dealing with facts or fiction here? So, that's my rant. Bye.